Welcome back, angel beings. I am so happy to be filming today. It's 12 degrees. Some of you may be thinking, that's cold as honey. Yes, for some. But for right now in Scotland, it is toasty warm. Sunscreen on, babes. Sunscreen is on. And we're about to tan up this shit. If you're new here, my name is Nav. I make videos on conscious living, getting in touch with your higher self, and just being a beautiful, kind being that is living in your highest purpose. I'm just focused on my plant right now because there is a new leaf that I didn't see. A new leaf. We are turning a new leaf. Whoa. Seriously, so much to share with you guys, but it will be spread out over a bunch of videos because there's so much to share. It's so gorgeous. That's her. Isn't she gorgeous? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful? Okay, so in today's video, I want to talk about noticing your challenges and why they're arising. What is the higher purpose for the challenges that are coming into your life? A lot of the time when we receive something good happens in our life, we have all the good things to say about it, you know? We're just like, this happened because of this, because this amazing thing was coming into my life, and we can cook up all these reasons for why these good things happened. And when quote unquote bad things happen, we are just like, why is this happening to me? I don't deserve this. What did I do to deserve this? Victim, victim, victim. And of course, in certain cases, it makes more sense to feel that way. But when it's stuff like, let's say, in my case, losing a friend, and if I sit there and I'm just like, this has nothing to do with me, this is all on the other person, that's extremely, I don't really know what the word is. It's not self-conscious, really. It's not being in touch with your higher self, because you're putting the blame on other people and you're not looking at what your role could be in this demise of the friendship. And basically, I've spoke about this particular situation, not in detail because I don't wish to, but I've spoke about this particular situation in a few of my last videos, and I'm really hoping that the wind is not blowing on the microphone. So I've spoke briefly about this situation in a few of my last videos because it has played such a big part in my growth. I have been having a difficult time with a friend, and it triggered me a lot. It brought up so many things for me that I really needed to address, and I also talk about this in my last video after the meditation, and I wrote down and I kind of realized why this situation had come about. I'll link the video here so you can watch that, so you know kind of what I'm talking about. But basically, I just realized that it's time for me to thank this situation that came up, because it has reconnected me with my spirituality to levels that I didn't think would be possible for me at this stage in my life. And I am so grateful. This needed to happen. And when you can see your challenges as the universe giving you lessons that you need to learn, you will move through them with a bit more ease and a bit more recognition for the fact that you needed to gain something from it. As much as it's so difficult for us to look at a challenge and be like, what can I gain from this? Everything we experience is for us to move into higher alignment with ourselves. So for me, this situation and another similar but on a lesser scale, if the two didn't happen at the same time, I really wouldn't have been able to clock on to what was happening. But the universe really does give us exactly what we need and exactly what we ask for. I asked for growth. Growth does not come from sipping a pina colada on the beach. In some ways it can. Maybe if you're reading a self-help book, and then you will grow while while sipping your pina colada on the beach. But in this case, and most cases, you will not grow without some growing pains. You have to grow through something. You have to go through something to grow through something. You can't grow without lessons. So that is a massive, massive lesson that I've learned recently. So now I'm just trying to, hi New Leaf. I love her, I'm gonna cry. She's just like a lighter green. The other leaves are dark green, and she's just a light green, and she's just beautiful. So now I try to look at my life. Any challenges that come up, I'm just like, okay, what are you trying to show me? What's the deeper meaning here? You could think that, for example, let's say that you're living with your partner and your partner doesn't wash the dishes and you're always left doing the dishes, and you're just like, God damn! And you've spoken to them about it and the message isn't getting through, or this isn't just with a partner, this is with housemates, this is with whatever. Maybe there's a lesson that you need to learn here, which is possibly patience, leaving the other person's shit to them and just being like, look, I'm gonna do me, you do you, let's go on. That's a tiny example. For the scenario that I was going through, I think the camera overheated. So yeah, in the situation that I was going through, it was like I needed to recognize that I keep putting my power in the hands of other people. I am allowed to have disagreements with people, and people are allowed to have disagreements with me, but it doesn't need to take over my entire life. And I need to be able to, no matter how important the relationship is to me, I do not need to let it take over my entire existence, because ultimately the most important relationship in my life is with me. I felt like doing a Ralph Smart moment, then going, slow motion this side. Whoa. The most important relationship is the relationship I have with me. So I invite you guys to take some time when you're going through a challenge, when something is coming up at you, like giving you a bit of like discomfort, like, ooh, I don't like this. I don't like how this feels. What is the universe teaching you? Ask as well. Literally, if you feel like you would like to deepen your connection to the universe and kind of get through some form of insight, ask. Ask. What do you need from the universe? How can the universe assist you? And the universe will indeed assist you. So just ask, what are you trying to show me with this challenge? Say, I see that you have put this, I see that you have put this on my path for a reason. I don't quite know what that reason is yet. Can you please help me understand? And maybe try that practice that I suggest in my last video. If there's something Just try it. And I was watching a video on how to access the Akashic records, because that's been coming up for me a lot recently. And I watched a couple of this lady's videos. I highly recommend them. And she basically says you need to move out of your head and into your body. Feel it in your body. Like, we can't access these dimensions, these energies and these frequencies from a logical standpoint, because at the end of the day it isn't logical. This is completely energy based, and the energy is within our body, and we need to move into that space and come from there. If you practice yoga, a good way to think of this is when you have your mind to body connection. So this is like, for example, I'm going to ask you to just move your arm up and down. I'm moving my arm. I'm just thinking about moving my arm and I'm moving it. And now I'm going to ask you to create your mind to body connection. So imagine that you're really in your arm right now, and your energy is coming from inside of your arm. Yeah? And then you lift your arm from that place, the mind to body connection. And you're just much more conscious of it. I am moving from my arm. I am my arm. I made my friend try this, and he's like very skeptical about all this energy hoo-ha. But he was talking about something that I never thought he would speak about, and it was kind of the, like, just the tip of the iceberg of Joe Dispenza's work. He didn't mention Joe Dispenza. He was just kind of speaking a little bit to energy. And I was just like, this is crazy. Like, he has taken the piss out of me. We've been friends for 11 years, and he is like skeptic, will challenge me with everything when I talk about that stuff. So I don't even mention it to him anymore. And the fact that he had mentioned that on this day, I was very shocked. And then he started talking about maybe wanting to do yoga, and I got him to test the mind body connection, and he was just like, whoa, that really worked. It's amazing. If I can turn him, I can turn anybody. I'm just joking. So when you're trying to connect with the universe, move from a place within your body. Yeah, that is where our feelings really are. And when you feel it in your body, just like with manifesting, when you feel it in your body, that is the key. That is the key. I hope that you can now kind of view some of the challenges in your life, all of the challenges, all of the good things, or whatever comes up in your life. It's a lesson. It is all a lesson to help us ascend and just become better beings that are kind, compassionate, and loving. So move from that space, reach within your body, and just do you, baby. The most important relationship in your life is the one with yourself. Excuse me. I hope this video helped you in some way, my babes. And if you have any words on this, any thoughts on this, any questions, any experiences that you want to share, please comment down below. I would love so much. I would love so much to hear from you. And thank you again for sharing your time and energy and space with me. I feel so grateful. I feel like I'm with you guys right now in the future. When you're watching this. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.